Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here. And it's about 10:45 here on the Las Vegas Strip. So I'm just kind of cruising around here. There's work going on every place over here. Just did a video walking Sands Boulevard. Finished that up. It's like they're doing road construction over there. See that guy, Public Works, working here. This is Luke's Lobster. Their location's right here. They also built a second location in the park. Just at the beginning of the park. It's like at New York, New York. So congratulations to them on their second location. I mentioned in a video a few days ago, one of my vlogs, the restaurant that's down at the other end of here, the Fashion Show Mall, the Strip Burger, that's been there for years, it's closed up. This past weekend was their last weekend. Now the corporation that owned it, they still have the lease. They're going to redo it, I guess, repurpose it, so to speak. And that's kind of how it works. How about that? They're going to repurpose it, redo it. And they're going to put a new restaurant in there, a new concept restaurant. So I look forward to that. Yeah, Strip Burger was just kind of a staple, you know, for a lot of years. It's like right there in that corner of Spring Mountain, and well, this is Spring Mountain right here. But you know, down there, it's like at the other end of the Fashion Show Mall. So, like I said, look forward to see what they do, what kind of food they do, what kind of concept it is. So hopefully it'll be pretty cool. And then the Banger Brewery that's down on the Fremont Street Experience, right at the beginning of it, right at the entrance to the going into the Neonopolis Mall part, and the right next to the Heart Attack Grill, it closed up this past weekend. It was this last weekend, and they were there for like 10 years or so. But they closed up for good. That one, it'll be interesting if anything goes in there, to be honest with you. So hopefully we will see things going on. I hate to see, you know, businesses close up, especially if it's a small business or a family-owned business. And I hate to see employees lose their job, you know. You know, yesterday I talked about Walmart kind of quietly closing stores. It's like all over the country. And you know, it's like Walmart, at least you know the Walmart supercenters, which I think most of the stores probably kind of are now, except for those neighborhood ones. Well, they employ 300 plus people. So if the month of April they're closing 15 stores, that's 4,500 people that's out of work. That's not including all the ones that have closed over the last 6 to 8 months, you know. So it's kind of interesting times. You know, I've talked about, I hope in my lifetime I never see another thing like we went through with this, with the pandemic, the Corona-19 thing. And that's just not here in Vegas, that's around the world, you know. I mean, You know, it was kind of unfathomable to me that in my lifetime, it's like I would ever see anything maybe like the Great Recession or the Great Depression of the 30s. But, you know, realistically, if you look at the numbers in 2007, from 2000, I guess the end of 2006 to 2008, realistically, those numbers were, a lot of numbers were worse than the Depression numbers. You know, I never thought I'd see that in my lifetime. And here we are. It's like, you know, a couple of years ago, this was a ghost town here along the Strip. So, who would have thought, huh? I mean, Vegas shut down for 3 months. I know a lot of businesses closed longer than that. And I worked all the way through it. You know, it was, I mean, you know, I worked at the, you know, if you saw previous videos, I worked at a PostNet store. And, you know, we're a package ship, U.S. mail, FedEx, you know, type of place, UPS. We were considered an essential employee, an essential business. And we worked all the way through it. We had people come into the store and they were, you know, they were not in good shape, you know. So, Mickey's here in Las Vegas. Excellent steaks. But yeah, it was like, you know, people that were by themselves, they had no choice but to get out, you know. Especially if they were doing their unemployment things. Some people would fax them in. The state of Nevada had 2 fax machines. That was crazy. We would spend days sometimes just trying to get faxes through, just so people could get their unemployment. We sat there for 8 hours trying to put through a fax, and the machine's busy all the time, or the number was busy all the time. And here we are 3 years later. Vegas is booming. They've had, what is it, almost 2 years now? I think something like that, of over $1 billion wins here in the States. So, but I know everybody around the country is not as fortunate. It's not as good, you know, every place else. We've got Easter Sunday coming up, Easter weekend. See right there, Treasure Island. We've got the Evil Empire right here. I've told you the story. It's like in the late 80s, it's like I ran a restaurant and we were using Boyd Coffee Group, and we were using the most premium brand that they have, which I think was called Red Wagon or something like that. And it cost us to brew a pot of coffee, and per cup our cost was like 2 cents. That was our cost. Now that didn't include, people put sugar in it, and people put you know, creamer in it. But 2 cents was the cost.
Let it go. You need like a studio.
Yeah, we had like unlimited bottomless cups, you know. It's like, so if you sat there and drank 4 or 5 cups of coffee, you drank 4 or 5 cups of coffee. Just funny memories, you know.
we actually get through the.
Yeah, I mentioned this once before. You know, the Hard Rock people at Tribe got their hotel tower approved, that guitar-shaped hotel tower. But I'm wondering when they start tearing all this stuff out, if this is going to go also the Siegfried and Roy Plaza. You know, the Siegfried and Roy secret habitat's closed down. The dolphin thing's closed down. And I'm wondering, it's like if they'll remove that or move it someplace else. You know, it has a rich history for the Mirage, but realistically, the Mirage isn't going to be around much longer. Well, another year or two, but you know, the Hard Rock as a brand, you know, Siegfried and Roy, it's like you know, realistically, he has no history with them. Now the Beatles Love Show, it will be here at least until the end of the year. You know, they signed a new contract at the end of last year for 1 more year. So, and from what I understand, it's like they still sell out, so. So as long as the attendance numbers are good, it's like, I would think it's like, you know, the Hard Rock would keep them here. But like I say, you never know, huh?
On the opposite side of the road is Harris.
But eventually this will all be gone. You know, there's the volcano, that'll be gone. And that'll be gone probably sooner than later as they begin to start that construction of that hotel tower. So they want that done by 2025, so. There's a duck down there that's gone fishing. Although I know there's no fish in there, but he just submerged. All right, everybody, I think it's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you joining me. My little vlogs and views here of Las Vegas from the Strip. Mobile Freak, thank you very much for joining me, okay? I greatly appreciate it. Everybody take care, okay? Stay healthy. I will see you all in the next video. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.